Welcome, everybody, to this special episode of the Real Sharks podcast. We are actually going to sit here and do kind of a round table slash watching of B horror films of the 1970s. Of course, we put this together as a compilation on our webpage. God, I sound so old. On our YouTube page, so you can check it out there. Make sure you check it out at Real Sharks YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and get started, everybody. All right. So, yeah, I put this together. Luke, I know you're going to love some of these. And I don't know if you guys are already drinking, but I've already been drinking for like an hour, so I'm pretty loaded as
I've
it
gotten a
is.
little bit.
Those are fucking rookie numbers. I've been
Double horror show.
It's like
I think everyone knows that now.
I eat your skin.
I'm in pain.
Look at this film, guys. This film is actually literally about hippies on rabies, man. And they're basically this. Have you guys ever seen this movie?
I have seen it.
You guys have never
I
seen?
have
You've
not.
seen this, Steve? Really?
I've seen this, yeah.
What? How is it any good?
No, it's not. It's actually really bad.
I mean,
It's exactly what you just said, Rob. It's like these hippie cults that kind of get this like disease like rabies. It's like cabin fever mixed with like Dazed and Confused, mixed with Day of the Dead. It's kind of weird, like all mixed together.
Yeah. I love how they're all just eating. What is that? What is that old stuff they used to put in your mouth to make that foam come out? Is it
Novocaine?
Tums? No, Tums? Is that
Alka-Seltzer?
Alka-Seltzer? There it is.
Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
Alka-Seltzers.
Look at all these people. They just have Alka-Seltzer. This must have been like when Alka-Seltzer like came out, and they're like, oh, did you know this works like this? Cut people's feet. I mean, when I first seen this, I was like, oh, this must be where they get the concept that all hippies are evil and they want to eat you and shit, you
They
know?
want to eat, yeah. And this trailer is doing the movie good justice because it just doesn't make sense.
Well, actually, when I was watching this, it's funny because in the middle of this trailer, when you're watching it, he actually says, this is only a taste of what we've shown you. And it's like, oh my God. So you're basically saying, this is only part of the movie. We've already shown you a part of the movie, but still watch it.
Right, yeah.
To me, it doesn't look like Alka-Seltzer. It looks like fucking toothpaste.
Toothpaste? Is that how?
Yeah, maybe it is actually.
Yeah, like they're brushing their teeth.
Yeah.
The
You know,
70s, they did everything.
And I eat your skin.
Hey, I give credit where credit's due here. And this is the unrated director's cut of this one.
And sit through.
Yeah, for 1971, they're trying really hard to kind of be edgy. You know what I mean? Bring in the new like millennial with a crazy, terribly cut job there. Did you see that? It was just
Luke,
cuts on
you're
that.
gonna love this film, Luke.
This
I
one?
wanted this one particularly, Luke.
Okay. Oh, is it? Oh, Zat?
Yes.
That,
Well,
oh my
I haven't
goodness.
seen it.
One of the
Zat,
most
I've always
is
been interested in.
stories of modern
I've heard great things about Zat.
That is so good, Luke. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Look at this, the walking catfish, man.
Yes.
I also know about the shoes too.
Yes.
That like
That's
the
incredible.
I don't know if if they show it in the trailer. I hope so. But like in this
Look at this. Look at this.
There's blatantly a scene where the guy in the Zat costume is wearing his.
There it is. There it is.
Now he's supposed to be a human mixed with catfish, right?
Right, but what?
DNA.
Also, he says like in the movie, it's like he wants to like mix humans with catfish, and I'm thinking to myself, what in scientific means does that have any kind of benefit
This
to like
it's
turn
that
yourself into a
It's
fucking
the
catfish?
it's the deep blue sea thing. Remember, it's the deep blue sea thing. It's like we made sharks super intelligent, and somehow that's going to cure Alzheimer's.
His
It's
goal,
just- it doesn't
pollute the entire
have to make
I
sense.
guess.
fish
Oh,
of
Zat.
giant size and attack all human life. An entire
Look at
town
this
goes
shit.
berserk.
An entire town in terror.
And violence.
Please, y'all go. that?
Oh God!
Yeah,
I love that guy.
I
Oh
love
God!
the, yeah, I love the missing of the original
Oh,
swipe there. And
There we
kept-
go.
Zat.
I would have played off the name like, what is that?
What is that?
Did
You guys
you
are just
hear?
stupid looking. These guys are just
Zach.
Kinda like
stupid looking
Britney, yeah.
face too.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
such
how
a
is that
stupid
scary?
guy.
Like, who the fuck was like, yeah, that nailed it, dude?
Like that too. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. Yeah.
No
That's
one knows.
so close up.
Yeah, I've never seen this, but I hope, in a way, it's like maybe kind of a softcore erotic porn, you know, to make up for the terrible fucking, you know. Look, I mean, look at this is why I say that. Look
Oh,
at this
yeah.
part.
Zat.
The flashing of the fucking. It's like, yeah, if you didn't like the horror, you'll like the sex scenes here.
Admitted
Interesting.
during
Another
the last
1971 film.
15
So there
Oh,
you
it
go.
goes in
Yeah,
order.
you go.
They go in order.
It's so weird that Zat is so famous, obviously for the wrong reason. Rated
Is that
PG.
Zat is so famous, or is that Zat is so famous?
Really?
Zat. Yes.
Oh, Luke, this one I wanted you to see. Look at this shit. Look
Which
at
one's
this
this one? I
shit.
don't.
and drink their wine.
Look.
And in the night
What's the title?
sleep.
Where are we gonna see it?
Werewolves on Wheels.
Werewolves on Wheels.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I come to offer you
This
you.
is okay. So there was a movie that was apparently kind of about like bikers were kind of a big deal, like big thing, a Hell's Angel biker kind of
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so this is kind of like that same movie, but someone was like, let's just put fucking werewolves on motorcycles and call it a day.
Hell yeah.
Look at this shit.
That fucking rules.
They ride wild,
Right?
play hard.
Look
I
at
don't
these
wanna watch
guys.
it.
I
These guys rock.
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of cultish biker. But I mean,
That
look,
looks so.
Yeah.
That
We're-
looked erotic. That looked
Yeah.
erotic when that man was biting that other man's neck.
Werewolves on wheels.
look at this shit. Look, they haven't even gotten to when they put the fucking mask on. Then it's gold.
Yeah.
Then it's like that sells the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Look at that!
That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid for
That's exactly what a werewolf looks like.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Pretty good for-
I don't think it's bad either. I think it's pretty good
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
It makes
that's
sense for the
Werewolves
I,
time.
on
I think we should watch. We should definitely like that. That I want to see just because it looks still. This looks legit. Like it could be cool. Like this is actually.
Right.
This could be like. This could secretly be like if I watch it, this might become my favorite movie.
Right?
Because there was nothing in that trailer that didn't look rad. There
Now the
was-
screen
Right.
has a new.
What's
every
that?
second of that trailer was like, I need to watch.
Oh,
Right.
I love how every movie, pretty much from the 50s, 60s, 70s, pretty up until mostly the 80s it stopped, but you have to have a girl scream.
Girl scream.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Look at
Oh,
see,
yeah.
like, listen to that
You
shit.
have to have it. It's what makes it the movie.
But it's so you don't find that offensive, Donna? The girl scream?
right.
No.
Why not?
I heard you scream the other day when my freaking frog jumped on me. Sounds just like that.
Okay.
No, I honestly, what I always feel for is I do feel for the women who like the actual actresses who probably had to do that. Was that person's name Honor Blackman?
I believe
I
so.
believe
That
so.
person's name was Honor
is.
Blackman. That is
It
a.
is Otter Blackman.
Otter Blackman.
But anyway, I always kind of feel for these because you can imagine that, like, you know, they probably wanted to be like a serious actor or something, and then they gotta like
Do this
just
shit.
constantly. They just gotta
Yeah.
get like molested on screen
Pretty
constantly.
much. Right.
And that was
Once
basically
it
their
gets
only
over,
movie. It's like
Right.
Never lets go.
you got
Scream a
paid,
little louder. Scream.
you got paid $50 for all the directors to film you nude, covered in blood.
This
Right.
movie's fucking weird. The rats are coming, the werewolves are here. That it seems like they had two different names,
All right,
and they
already.
couldn't decide.
Once
Yeah.
again- Once again, fuck yeah, werewolf.
Hold on,
Right.
look at this part. Listen to this part.
Is that? Look, it's Marilyn Manson.
Take someone you can hold.
Look at this shit. I wonder if that was a real mouse. That wasn't even a rat. That
Oh,
was a mouse.
if it was a mouse,
probably
in the
was.
70s, yeah.
Okay,
that was- it's
so
probably-
that's supposed to be a werewolf, whatever that gray thing is. That's a real step down.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
not you gotta just love
Yeah.
the title flash in your face, just in case you didn't know what the
See, that's not a werewolf. That's not a werewolf. That's a.
Maybe-
and
Type of
Maybe
novel.
the rats are what doing. So look, I mean, look, that's obviously a fake.
That's
What
so
the fuck?
fake.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You have seen rat movies before, but
Oh shit! Look at that. She's
wow, okay.
fucking
Rat.
killing that thing, man.
Man, rats are so intelligent too, though.
Yeah.
Poor
Right.
rat.
That was
This
a lot
this
of post-mortem
this makes
stab.
me nervous that there's probably a lot of real rat death on screen.
Right.
This is before like the the animal rights laws, so they're just like, hey, just kill all the rats you want on
Just
screen.
kill them all.
Nobody-
Yeah.
Off
Snakes,
screen, who
rats.
cares? They're
anything.
just
That
rats.
feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is though, if the rats aren't worked with, they are kind of vicious. Like
Oh, look at
I
that
know,
werewolf
like
that planted the
like
apes.
Yeah, and they
I
definitely
own you
probably
for
did not
pets.
buy domesticated rats. They probably just grabbed, totally.
Oh,
Whoa,
Shit.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Man, woman, or beast
Well,
was
that turned
safe
violent
when the
quickly.
rat girl was aroused.
It feels like in this trailer. You're watching the actual film.
You're pretty much watching the actual.
They're just
film, yeah.
like they're not
Also,
even slicing it up.
this seems like it's kind of putting a hat on a hat. Like, we don't necessarily need a werewolf movie if the other movie is like killer rats. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need. You
Sure.
shouldn't
Or
do
Marilyn
two things
Manson.
you shouldn't do two things on top of each
leave Marilyn
other.
Manson out of this. I like
Yeah, yeah, right. You need
Jesus.
both.
Yeah.
Those are not werewolves. Those
should
look like orcs.
They
yeah,
do.
exactly. That doesn't look like they don't look like werewolves either.
Those
I know.
orcs.
Here's what you know what I bet? I bet they're not even werewolves. I bet they're like rat people. But in the marketing, they're like, well, nobody's gonna go fucking just call them werewolves.
Call them werewolves.
I bet they
Call
never
werewolves
call
all
them
the
werewolves
day.
either.
There's no werewolf in the film. It's like the teaser is the werewolf. That's what we're getting to.
Or yeah, like
This is
it's
Oh, there's
definitely
a werewolf.
a
I don't know.
B-movie.
It could still be a were rat. They
A were rat.
Look at
Blood-
this. Oh, this Blood Freak.
Blood Freak. Has anybody seen Blood Freak?
no.
I think I have a long time ago.
This is
Only
another
the
very
blood of drug addicts can satisfy the thirst of blood freak monster.
Yeah, look at this guy. Look at it's fucking oh god, it looks like
Kind of looks like Lou Ferrigno a little bit.
that's what I was gonna say, Lou
The
Ferrigno.
Ferrigno?
Like
Yeah.
his first
Still
This
this.
guy. It looks like he's like Lou Ferrigno if he was from the 40s.
monster
Oh
who
shit,
thirsts
he's
for an
a-
addict's
look,
blood
dude, he's a
will
blood
explore
freak.
horror
That's a
beyond
big
belief.
ass chicken.
Blood
Yeah.
freak.
It does, yeah.
Survive addicts
He
must
ate the
die.
whole thing.
He ate that scene too.
Nice, Steve. That was good. Oh shit,
What the
look
hell
at
was
that.
that?
Right?
That's Blood Freak, man. That's what the fuck. See, when I first did this trailer, I was like, does he have a chicken head on? Is that what it is? Is that a chicken
A
head?
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it does. What the?
No, that's a fucking chicken mask.
No,
bro.
that's the
Chicken head? That's a-
yeah.
That's
A
that should
very,
be called
a very early version of Hotline Miami.
Oh,
is
and
the
that blood
prototype
scene is
for
just
them.
absolutely on track
What
with
the
how it
fuck
really
is
looks like.
going on?
Yeah.
You know?
You know what that is? That's the prototype to the bird chick from Chuck E. Cheese. That's what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit! So you seen this movie, Steve?
Yeah, dude, I did. This is a crazy film, by the way. They have this guy here who is supposedly a red herring to the film. He is supposedly like the killer, but obviously it's the guy in the mask. And then he doesn't die in the film. He gets stabbed. I think he gets shot by the police in the end. It's very weird film.
See Blood Freak's horrifying
Jesus.
revenge for the woman he loves.
Yeah.
I don't know what's shocking, your detailed description of it, or this trailer is just.
Yeah,
There's a lot of strangulation here.
This is right. Just one strangulation scene.
Oh, he
That's
strangled the
strange.
That's a
mannequin.
pretty good dummy too.
Say that's what that was. That was a pretty good dummy. At least
Yeah.
they had a good dummy props guy on this movie. You know, they had top of the line dummies.
Was he gonna sell the guy?
I think so. Oh shit! Now he woke up.
Yeah.
Bryce is
So
being
yeah,
soft.
this is probably the most infamous scene in the entire film because this actor is a
That cut there?
Oh,
yeah, it had to be because he's a paraplegic in real life, so they had him just like scream for like 2 minutes straight.
Oh yeah. Oh look at that. That looks like a good slice of ham right there.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's a
it
pretty
actually
good
is ham, Rob. By the way,
Is it really?
Honestly,
No,
what's
now
funny
it's-
is that like it looked like a really bad edit too.
Yeah.
It was a really bad edit when that was the whole point. It's like you could just show the leg.
I've heard of this. I've seen this film
I've heard of
actually.
this one too.
I've seen this
Yeah,
film actually a
now
long time ago. I think I've seen it on
I have not.
Mystery Science Theater. I think actually did this one.
yes, they did. They did do this.
Yeah, Night of the Lepus. It's Lepus, but for some reason I always thought it was lupus, and I always think of the
Lupus, me too. Yeah.
I always think of the poor, it's like a poor disease kind of thing, and it's like
Just like
Yeah.
somebody going to the doctor.
yeah, Night of the Lupus. In the 70s, it seemed like, especially with these horror films, it's like very animal orientated. Like,
Yeah.
animals are, especially in the early 70s, animals are kind of like you mix humans with animals and you get a bad idea. You know what I mean?
More shattering than your strangest nightmare.
Now, again, out of this trailer, Night of the Lupus, if you didn't know what that was, what are you getting from this? There's people
am I
crashing
getting?
into things. There's a farm, a
I see
woman.
Janet Leigh,
You see, yeah, guy
Stuart
like
Whitman.
Stuart Whitman being
Um,
confused.
guy who looks like fucking Dirty Harry,
And Paul Thick.
probably a real cop they used.
Yeah, right.
Kill one. And
Shooting
oust
into nothingness.
their place.
Yeah, this is they're like, we gotta hide the monster in this one because people are really gonna like this one.
Yeah.
But they didn't have shit, and they were like, isn't a lepus like an animal or some shit?
Yeah, it's a
I
rabbit.
think this is like a term for rabbit. Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
rabbit. It's a rabbit film, but they use real rabbits, but they don't actually have like them attack people. They just have sped up footage of rabbits stampeding and
Shit.
blown up, so they look huge.
This film, when I found this one, it looked interesting. I looked a little bit into this movie. This movie is a little crazy. Look at this shit. Private Parts.
Did you actually see this one?
I didn't watch it, but I looked into what it's about, and it's one I was actually gonna put us for a let's talk about here.
Behind each door, there's a private terror.
Look at this shit.
And at the heart of
This
each
is like
terror,
the
are the
original
private
AI.
follow
Wild
Cheryl
looking
as she
shit.
leads you through the darkest corridors of your mind.
So basically, long story
Private
short, it looks
Parts.
like somebody cut this woman up and replaced her private parts with like synthetic shit, I guess, or she's like a cyborg, but not.
Well, who have we here?
I don't know if I'd count her as a cyborg. I don't
You
know.
robbed me of a normal childhood.
Kind of like
Trying to rob me
what's
of
that
whatever
one
little
movie
pleasures I can still
back in the
enjoy.
80s where
Terminator.
not Terminator, where they make the chick come to life and they scan her photos.
Oh, Weird Science.
Weird Science, yeah.
Let me, I have to. It
Now I
won't
want to
hurt.
watch that movie.
It is kind of like Weird
Creepy old
Science.
lady in these films.
Yeah, right.
Creepy old lady always helps.
That's the quota. You have to have one.
Alice, is that you, sweetie?
That's just around.
You will come back.
And also priests. They always have like some sort of priest involved. They have, you know what I mean? Ever since The Exorcist, gotta have a priest.
Gotta have some nudity too. That's what I love about these films. They always gotta have some 70s movies.
Some early 70s action. Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Oh, yeah.
Piranha. That's my favorite one.
Where there's just no need for the nudity either.
No,
Okay,
she's
we're
like,
gonna have to
No.
run down the hall nude.
Listen.
Why?
Because it gets men's attention. They're like, oh, look, boobs, let's watch the movie.
well, yeah, Donna. That's why I want to watch this movie. 'Cause it looks like there might be some nudity
To
in it.
Aunt Martha's King Edward Hotel. Hardly anyone
Oh,
ever
double
checks
back
in.
hitting.
That's-
Nobody
There's
That doesn't
ever
always
checks
sell
Lady
it.
alive. Probably not gonna be the
Another movie with rats in it.
Rats are the bad people in this film. In this early
So was there
70s.
like a scare fetish or something in the 70s for rats?
I think there was a big fetish for seeing a beautiful woman chopped to pieces. I'm not even joking about that.
There must be, because this is pretty.
Oh, this movie looks gnarly. This actually, I have seen a little bit of this one. This one actually is a little legit. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. Luke, have you ever seen this film, Horror Express?
No.
Oh man, this is basically almost like if like the King Tut story, but like if like it came back to life and killed everyone on a fucking train. So kind of like they take this frozen, like almost like the crate from Creepshow, Steve. They take oh, look who's in it too. Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pushing.
Christopher Lee.
Kill the baggage man and put him
Christopher
in.
fucking Lee's in this.
It's alive. It must be.
But basically, they take this thing on a train because they dig it out, and basically it comes back to life unfrozen and kills everyone. So it's pretty legit. Yeah, it's a simple story. But look at Christopher Lee, man.
Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
And Peter Cushing, yeah.
It's a pretty huge cast right there already for 70s.
Right. Oh my God! I thought that was I thought that was Rudy for a second.
Wow.
What's his name, Steve? I always forget it. What's his name?
Rudy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Help me out. Come on, Steve.
God, it's escaping me right now.
Luke, what's his name? Luke, what's Rudy's name?
Rudy?
Yeah, the guy who played Rudy.
Oh, Sean Astin.
There you go, Sean Astin. That guy looked like Sean Astin. All right, here's another. Oh, Luke, we're doing this one on the Let's Talk About.
Now this
Yes,
is
Luke.
very crazy film.
Yes, Luke, we're doing this one.
Oh, I think I've heard of this one. Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, it's an oh yeah. Actually, maybe we don't need to spoil it, but it's like it's an adult, it's a baby.
Yeah,
adult.
it's already set up for a Let's Talk About, Luke. So,
which is
we're gonna have
also
to
a
watch
thing
this
where
one.
it's so weird to me because the baby was there like a baby fetish in the 70s too?
There's no baby fetishes
There
are
still
now.
is.
Yeah, like
this
I
is
just feel like
this isn't a baby fetish. This is a person that has like been raised, never been developed, which is fucking terrifying.
yeah, it's like Mommy and Dearest style.
Yeah, it's some real creepy shit.
Oh, I've seen this movie. I've watched the whole thing.
You did? I watched
yeah.
bits and pieces of
It's
it.
basically these three women keep him. They never raise him to be like an adult, and it's because they all find men to be evil. So they all basically take it out on this guy. The social worker chick, she basically is trying to get him out, but you think she's just trying to help him. Realistically, her husband was in a car accident. This chick here, her husband was in a car accident, and she's just trying to steal baby. So her husband has a playmate because he now has the equivalent capacity of toddler.
That's fucking wild.
Is that not dark? That's the whole movie, dude.
He belongs to himself.
I know it is. And also, there's molestation in this film because one of the daughters is molesting him.
Which is like his sister in the film too, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So you think?
so this is a definite watch. That already is intriguing.
Oh, we're watching this.
I'm
one.
watching.
Let's talk about it. So you guys better watch it.
I'll make a note of it.
Oh, it's already on the list.
It doesn't look like a fun watch, but I'll watch it.
Oh, Luke, it's a fun watch. Luke, you're gonna like it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, just gotta turn off.
Ridiculous.
I gotta just turn off my empathy because the whole situation sounds so incredibly fucked.
I know, but it's creepy as fuck. Like, also in the beginning, the babysitter of the film, they tell him don't bother the baby, and he goes up there basically, and
he sees it.
Well, no. She goes up there, it's the babysitter, and she's like, oh, baby, and she totally starts breastfeeding the dude, and he's like, jeez. Yeah. So this movie is for baby fetish.
PG? What the fuck?
PG 70s.
Oh shit, I just realized it is PG.
Listen, man, that's
the whole baby fetish and men drinking like fucking breast milk. There are people still to this day that will pay like $1 or $2 for women's breast milk because it helps them build body mass.
That's what they tell
That's
you.
weird.
You're lying, right?
That's what they tell you.
I am not lying.
No, I'm saying that I'm telling you that they're lying, that it builds body mass. They're asking for the breast milk because they're perverts. That's why.
That's for my kids. I'm buying it for my
Look
kids.
at this.
They can wrap it up in whatever nutritional logic they think it is. They're doing it because they're perverts.
I think we know what this is all about. You
Oh yeah.
For that face.
It's fucking that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Brofield. And a little person.
I think this is Phantom of the Opera.
And I guess
you get what I'm going with, Rob.
Yeah,
Phantom of the Opera.
that guy is, I guess.
Phantom of the Opera meets fucking Elephant Man.
That's who it was reminding me of.
Oh wait, no. I know who the tall guy reminds me of. I was gonna say Shane McGowan.
Oh, Jesus, Luke.
What? He is a
Great Danes.
He's a unique fella.
Hey, at least it's not sloth.
What the fuck?
Hey, you guys.
Zach has made another appearance. Zach is coming back.
Dude. Yeah, is that Zad again? Jesus. That's back.
Yeah, no.
Dude, that's the mask from Zat.
Wow. Donald Pleasance, dude.
Yeah.
He,
It's the Zat expanded universe. It's the Zat cinematic universe, everybody.
Yeah.
He was there. They'd already been doing it.
Before Marvel was Marvel,
Yeah.
we had that.
Eat shit, Marvel. Zat beat you to the game.
The Bat People.
Ooh, the Bat
This
People.
seems like
Is that the wind? Or an
when I
unseen
looked at this
thing
one, it really
Science
seems like
says
a
could not happen, but does.
what is it? Hills Have Eyes. Kind of situation there with this one.
Makes sense. Hills Have Eyes.
It lives by night. That is not what you dream.
It's funny.
How long you
You
pray.
know, a lot of these titles became bands later on.
Right.
It lives by
So what are we
night.
gonna call our band? It's called.
The mutation.
I know it's often been brought up in like comic book movie discussion, but it is a shame we haven't gotten a Man Bat movie because a Man Bat movie would be fucking cool.
Or a Bad Boy movie, right?
Bad Boy, yes.
Bad Boy,
Bad Boy.
There's a musical in Bad Boy, but no, like Man Bat. That's like he's Man Bat's legit scary, and he's scary already in like cartoon form. If they made him like real life, Man Bat would freak people out.
And you know what's funny though? Is they already have a man spider. There already is a man spider. Yeah. It's actually pretty good. It's actually about a dude that gets bit by a spider. Kind of like Spider-Man at work. But it's the reverse. So instead of becoming like a superhero, he becomes like the Fly. Yeah, he becomes like a fucking actual spider.
Yeah, well, that's what the Fly is, and the Fly is one of the best movies ever made. Both of them.
Imagine that, but a spider.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at this. I thought of you when I put this.
Killdozer. Really?
It's about.
Oh.
Wait, is
this?
this? No. Killdozer was in the 2000s.
No, it's a 70's film.
I mean, that was a movie. No, sorry, because Killdozer was a real person. In the 90s. No, not the 90s, the 2000s.
It was in the 2000s, right? Early 2000s?
Yeah. It was a real guy who lost his job because the city had lost his business because the city completely fucking basically it was like two small business owners pissing on each other's legs, but his rival was in charge of all the city council, screwed him out of like millions of dollars. He was going to lose everything. He builds a giant, basically he builds an armored bulldozer and destroys the house of everybody who fucked him over.
Yeah,
he destroys their house. He destroys his rival. He destroys his rival's business. He destroys the city council. Yeah, he just fucking
destroys everything.
So it's different from Maximum Overdrive.
No, this
like isn't it a comic? Isn't it like a comic?
Yeah. Well, no, the real life story was different from Maximum Overdrive.
If Cyberdyne Systems got a hold of fucking a bulldozer, and that was it.
Well, see, I just seen the bulldozer driving itself, and the first thing that popped in my head was Maximum Overdrive.
I hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Maximum Overdrive came in from this.
Yeah, probably, I don't know. I mean, depends on when he wrote the book.
Luke, here you go. Look at this shit. Look at this.
In a few moments,
what's criminally what? Insane?
Yes, look at this. Look what this is about.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to kill you.
Starts off heavy.
Whoa.
But watch what it's about. This is one of the most insensitive movies ever.
With a maniac's cunning terrorizes her numerous victims.
Look.
Well, that's.
Do you think I'm gonna let you starve?
You think I'm gonna let you
If you don't
starve?
beast?
She thinks if they take food away from her, they're trying to starve her.
Death follows each time
So
as
she
Ethel
starts
reaches
killing
for the
everybody.
meat cleaver.
I have seen this film.
Oh my! She sprayed Pam in the girl's face.
That's kind of funny.
It's actually pretty bad.
Love of food and
it's very disorganized.
By her immense
But it also
joy.
has a Dolores Claiborne feeling to me.
Yeah. It's good.
I see a Stephen King thing going on here.
Yeah.
Dracula.
Aeronautics and Space Agency, officials are saying
Hell yeah.
Moon beast. You have to have a moon something. It's the 70s, so the moonies are a thing.
Freak meteor
Not to mention, too, you have to have a scene of something like potato on fire and a black screen to make it look like a space asteroid kind of thing, like they did there.
Right.
Because it was like a potato, that looked like a fucking potato.
Light
on
a
fire.
potato on fire.
It's like, yeah, we can't afford props, guys. Oh shit, look at that thing.
Became a demon lizard monster.
A
I mean,
beast
for the
of
time, the
ancient
effects
legend
are kind
runs
of cool.
amok,
Transition,
and
but
only Indian
I
magic can
guess.
halt
That's
its
pretty
rampage.
cool, yeah.
I mean, for the time. For
Again,
the time.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, none of these movies were supposed to be good. That was never
There are a
their
lot of,
point.
yeah, they're drive-in ripoff films.
They were there. Yeah, it was around the idea that like you needed something to fill
Oh
up
my
the
god,
movie
stop
theaters.
motion? What the heck?
And what was it?
Yeah,
And also
Myths of the
because
Native
of like
American
a
warn
little
the
history lesson,
unwary.
because of the idea of the
When the
grindhouse
night is
films.
dark and the moon is high,
Because it was like these were cheap
no man
theaters
dares to follow
that were
the
renovated
track
from
of
like
the
nightclubs.
beast.
So basically, like tons of movie theaters popped up. Huh?
You got the cops.
He's got the cops, and then he's just right
But
behind him.
continue,
chilling.
Luke. I'm always interested in
Yeah. But like basically tons of movies, there were like poor theaters, there were just cheap theaters, and the way, I mean, even back then, the way the movies worked is that like if you worked with the studio, like the studio took a cut of movie theater revenue, always. So if you were a small movie theater, obviously you would get the big films, but that was never guaranteed you'd make any money off of it because of how much the studio would take. These cheap ass films, you just put in the movie theaters because you needed something in there. They were easy to make. They usually did them in like 2 or 3 weeks or so.
Especially this film. This film
Yeah.
got worms.
And then with the 80s, the thing that did it was like, home video. And then all of a sudden you were like, hey, you could just buy, you could put them on video. So you made them cheap. You sold them in movie rental places and movie stores.
That is pretty nasty.
That is,
That's
like,
why
I'm not scared of worms, but that would get me. I'm like, yep, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
But you know what?
That's
You're
why these
thinking about it
movies.
now.
That's also why these movies don't exist anymore because there's
Right.
not a market for it. Because
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Luke. I mean, this is literally like it was something that was a movie in the late 70s, but then by the 90s, it's a Goosebumps episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, this stuff was just there because they needed stuff to put on screen. And,
Oh, Jesus.
Worms. That was pretty.
That looked like spaghetti. That looked like spaghetti.
It's maggots, Michael.
Spaghetti.
It's maggots,
This,
Michael.
I dig this. This is actually some pretty good stuff. Some pretty good effects.
Yeah.
Saving money by just having just 2 people.
A new experience.
That's a really good poster. I would put that.
This looks not okay. Look at this movie. This was done by the guy, and it says clear as day, creator of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Look at this film.
Creator? Oh, that was probably. It doesn't say director.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the key thing.
Look at this
This is
film,
an
though.
executive. This is an executive producer. Of the Texas
This is
Chainsaw
about a
Massacre.
dude who, with a sigh, is killing people and feeding them to his gator.
Okay.
Wow.
can do
Okay.
that.
That's not
I-
bad.
I
He's like,
I
bitch.
can see,
Created by Toby Hooper.
I can see that happening in real life.
Yeah.
You
Right.
Right,
know?
right,
Because
exactly.
I mean,
That's where you
It has
live,
happened.
exactly.
Because I mean, in today's society, it costs me almost $200 some to feed my freaking snakes. Like, I think chopping up
Are
a
you
human
trying
body
to
would be
say-
cheaper.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank God you went to the point. I was gonna say, are you trying to say it'd just be cheaper to feed them chains or some shit? There you have it.
Who would play this guy if they made Eaten Alive now? I mean, that's pretty interesting concept.
Nicolas
Tom Cruise.
Billy.
Nicolas
Tom
Cage.
Cruise.
Nicolas
So
Cage.
wait, hold on. So this is a
Just
guy.
call
He
the
looks
movie
kind
Florida
of.
movie.
He looks a little older. He's got a little ruggedness to him. I'm gonna say
Nick Cage, Luke.
Nick Cage.
Oh, Nick Cage would be great in this.
Yeah.
Fuck
Listen,
yes.
let's change the role and Samuel L. Jackson, okay? He's
my
got the
God.
voice for it.
Oh, Jesus. He can play the alligator.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired of eating these motherfucking elephants.
Look at that shit just chasing up. I
That was
love
funny.
when they.
That was
I
legit,
know.
that was an extremely funny shot. That was-
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't supposed to be funny.
Because he wasn't that far from them. Like when they were running up the stairs, it's like you're not that Like, he could have easily just
Yeah.
ass up.
Marty
My
Rushton
thing is
presents
this should just be
Eating
called
the Line.
Florida Man, the
Mel
movie.
Ferrer,
Listen,
Carolyn
that
Jones,
like
Stuart Whitman,
Stuart
I-
Whitman.
What I love is that, like,
For Eating
okay,
the
that's the
Line.
best
See,
part is that you have the credits because I don't know who any of these people are, but it was definitely telling, like, well, clearly this was the guy you once saw on Dragnet. He's in this movie.
I've seen
that's
this
why
film.
and that's why I won't own alligators.
Okay.
This is all about just a dude that keeps naked girls in cages. It's just basically an erotica, just to basically show you chopping up beautiful women.
Yeah, see, once again, my this is had to be a tough go for the women in these movies. Because you know that the directors and producers were definitely being big pervs on them.
Probably.
They were not respecting boundaries.
Here you go, Luke. This is where it all began. Tentacles.
That's not true. There's hentai that goes back to the 1500s. And I understand that it is worse that I know that. It is worse. I did not redeem myself with that comment. I understand. I've made it worse. I did not checkmate anything by throwing out that stupid comment.
That was great.
This is okay. Definitely 100% Jaws. 100% Jaws ripoff.
It looks like it just.
Oh shit! There's a fucking
a killer whale versus. Oh, I think I know who John Huston is.
Yeah, John Huston. Oh, dude.
Henry Fonda.
Henry Fonda
was in this. What was Henry Fonda? How did Henry Fonda get in here? What the hell?
Because he
This
needed
is
a
an
job.
interesting film. This is
That guy
a
must have
zombie
had
film.
That guy must have had some tax issues if he was doing this shit.
This is a zombie film, apparently.
He must have just lost a whole bunch of money on like the stock market. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta do something."
All around her,
Look at
people are
this
dying, and all
rabbit.
He's like, thanks.
Once again, another
Marilyn Chambers.
movie about rabies. It looks legit. It looks legit. So. Oh.
He just actually bit her there. That was a real hobo.
Rabies is a really, honestly, it is a really scary disease because it's like because by the time you are diagnosed with it, it's already too late.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
so it's not gonna cause you to go fucking nuts and kill everyone like this, though.
Now, granted, it's
You
pretty.
don't know that.
We do, Donna, because of
will-
the whole history of the world, it's never happened yet.
I'll also say,
Maybe
to
the
be
person
fair,
has
it's
a
also.
psychological underlying disease. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get
Yeah.
schizophrenic
I was-
and start killing people. Blame it on the
Exactly.
rabies.
I was gonna say that, like, yeah, in general, fairness, it's pretty
Scenario,
easy
very
to
rare.
tell when you might have rabies because you got bit by something that was losing its fucking mind. So you'd be like, I should probably go to the doctor.
Santa
for
just
that.
got
Right.
shot the fuck up. Did you guys see that?
You're right. Oh, geez. Santa
It's
was-
like a.
You can't trust.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid film. Okay. Yeah.
Now that
Yeah.
looked like Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty solid looking.
Not bad film. They're doing a
I
good
mean,
job.
again, it's like, you know, I mean, it's its own zombie film, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. When I seen this, I was like, "This is a zombie film." I never really heard. Oh shit! Putting people. Oh, look at that dummy. That's a dummy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or is it? They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, cut.
I guess you could call them like, you know, the broader term is an infection movie, where like the whole point is, you know, it's just everybody's getting fucked. and
Oh,
crazy.
yep. This is a classic.
Piranha.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite films of all
Oh,
time.
yes.
Same here.
The all-timer.
And I will not lie, I love the scene where she's like, "Look up in the air, it's Superman!" And that's what me and Steve were talking about earlier. That was nudity for no reason whatsoever.
No reason. They just had to have
It there has to be nudity for a reason. Like
I
I
know,
said, it gets
but
the men in the
kudos.
fucking seats.
Kudos to those. Those are some beautiful, you know, 70s.
Tatas?
70s
Tatas.
boobs.
Yes, I gave them a 10 out of 10 at the time.
But this is like, you got to give it to Piranha just for being, just like
Piranha
we were
is
saying,
awesome.
just a schlocky
A
film.
film that cell
Just for
phones
the
ruin.
schlock. Yeah.
A film that, if cell phones were made today, would have definitely ruined the whole movie. Because end of film, there are piranhas coming.
Right. It's like piranha shot on an iPhone.
Because the whole movie is them trying to get downriver to warn people that there are fucking piranhas. But they're not just piranhas, they're super piranhas. They're piranhas that they were going to put in the Vietnam fucking waterways to kill the Viet Cong. Remember that, Steve?
Yes, I do.
That was the idea.
That is a sick premise, by the way.
That is a fucking
that's
sick
as far-fetched as you're going to get.
Viet
I
Cong
think
and Vietnam. We're going to fucking
piranhas completely get a fucking bad name as it is, so.
Bradford Gilman.
They're like piranhas, they look ugly. Let's give them a bad rap.
I love that
Kevin
one.
Kevin McCarthy.
Wow.
Speaker of the House.
And as I'm sitting here watching this,
I didn't realize Republican Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, was in Piranha.
I was in the movie Piranha in 1978.
What were you saying, Donna?
Oh. I said now I don't think I'm going to go to our local little beach area. In the summertime, they do like movies on the lake where you can like take your little floaty out.
You should totally get them to put Piranha on.
Right?
Yeah.
They did Jaws
they're
last
dipping
summer.
their toes
Do
into
Piranha. Just say we gotta take out that. Oh, here's another great one.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
I love this. This is straight Jaws.
Yeah.
And look at the poster, Luke. It says something deadly in the water, more dangerous than any shark or killer whale. Yeah.
Literally, they're like, this is Jaws.
Yeah.
And fuck Orca.
Not even acknowledging it. That's the way to damn your movie right out of the gate, going like,
right.
Oh, screw Jaws. Watch this. Like, well,
right. You know, that's such a good point. That's such a great point, Steve. I don't know one movie that when they do that, it ever makes you want to see it more. Two, ever is better. It's just like, yeah, where Jaws sucked, this movie rules, and it's like, so you're saying your movie is pretty bad?
Like they might as well have the Barracuda just speak and say that.
Yeah, right. They might as well have had the Barracuda do the fucking trailer, you know?
The trailer,
like
the crossover.
You know who's doing the narration? They should have brought it back and had the Barracuda like doing some kind of hand puppet shit, and that would have been the voice. That's what they should have done. I like that guy's shirt.
Just
Bumblebee.
It was a Jim Henson movie, Barracuda, if you guys know that.
He's back. This is Jim Henson's unfinished work here, Barracuda.
Take care of everything.
This is some very.
He's like, I wanted to make it a kids film, but they turned it into a horror.
They turned it into a horror. Yeah.
Look, there's a lot of shit that looks like that's going on land.
Yeah, I was
but
just about to say that. It's like, what
it's
happened to the Barracuda and the sea? There's a lot of people shooting each other.
Luke, would you watch this film?
I don't know. Doesn't look particularly good.
Ooh, Barracuda though. And of course, I had to throw this one in there because it's a fucking
the water shots are not
in
good.
1968.
That's, you know, they don't look
they didn't practice for hours
Night of
holding
the
their breath
Living
underwater?
Dead.
Like Avatar?
Like Avatar 2.
Like
Right? You would appreciate Barracuda more if you knew those actors.
Yeah. Also, Barracudas just don't. I don't think Barracudas are scary.
George Romero
brings
us the
you say that now.
Until you meet
I say that now. But yeah.
all time.
Watch. You're gonna see on your IMBD profile was killed in a vicious Barracuda attack.
That is a pretty gnarly way to go.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock.
Killed by Barracuda.
We're going
Oh,
to
yeah.
the chopper. We've got to survive.
Maybe a
Somebody's got to
fish.
survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill
But
for
look at
food.
this shit. This is Donovan. I had to put this one in there. I thought people would kill me if I didn't add this one in there.
Something has gone terribly wrong.
Even though it wasn't technically a B film, it kind of still was at the time when it came out. If you really didn't. I mean, it's George Romero's second film. He was kind of like,
George Romero.
Who's knowing, you know what I mean?
yeah. But I love that movie. That's probably one of the greatest films. I want you guys to play that at my funeral. Everyone has to watch it.
That's the entire funeral, just watching
You
Dan.
must
You
not
have to
be
watch Dawn of the
alarmed by the
Dead.
concept that these are our family members or our friends.
It's in
They
your
are
way.
not.
Listen,
They will not
with that
respond
being
to
the case,
such
I need you to give
emotions.
me a heads up, motherfucker.
Operator dead.
You have to watch Dawn of
Close
the
to
Dead.
bed.
The entire
It's
for my
everywhere.
funeral.
What the hell is
That's
it?
fine.
Looks like a shopping
God, I
Listen,
would.
'cause
big indoor
This is,
mall.
of course, the movie that
What are they
inspired
doing? Why do they
the
come
remake,
here?
of course, in the
Kind of
2000s.
instinct, memory, what they
From
used to do.
at the
This
time,
is an
my
important
favorite
place in
director,
their
Zack
That's
Snyder.
the whole time.
I was gonna
What is it?
say, give me one quick second, because I froze for some reason. I'm still stuck on Barracuda.
Yeah, I see that
It's an
same.
omen.
Trade.
Wait, it's
It
frozen on
is.
here?
Our own savagery.
Okay.
It's
hold on.
frozen on. There, there I kind of go. Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead, classic.
I love that movie. I can watch that.
accurate vision
Alright,
of the
I'm gonna
mindless
do the next one
excesses of
step
a
here.
society gone mad.
Here we go. Yeah, classic Dawn of the Dead. I actually thought we should have watched this at first.
Oh yeah.
There is no more room in hell.
We
Let
can
it-
always
that's
add up for
Dead will
I've
I
seen
love
it.
that's a great scene.
I've seen it so many goddamn times. I always think of me and Steve in this film too. It's like this me and Steve.
I would just be the guy. Yeah, this
that'd
guy.
be Steve, of course.
I know, right? I'm this guy. I
And I
have.
would be like, Steve, I'm gonna try not to come back to eat your ass, but you know.
It's always a
this-
nasty film.
This film I used to see at the video store constantly.
Yeah, this one's from from
And
the
you know
dead.
what's funny? It sucks ass. I've
Oh,
seen
really?
it. Yeah,
Well,
it
there's
is
an ass.
Jaws. It's just basically a terrible ripoff of Jaws. Terrible.
Lot of Jaws ripoffs. Yeah.
The monster
Yeah, but
looks
this
pretty
one-
cool. Though.
This,
Kind of.
yeah, it does, but wait till you see it. It doesn't look anything like that. I mean, that looks cool, right? That and you're thinking, damn, that definitely is more intimidating than Jaws. But when you actually see it, you're like, okay, that does not look anything like the picture. It's like
Sam Bottoms.
it's like something on the McDonald's menu. That don't look like what you're advertising there. That's quite the look at that. Look
Let's
see.
see. Yeah, big giant fish with multiple teeth, rows of teeth, and then
No.
we see
Look at that.
something. He looks pretty cool so far.
What? You think that looks fucking cool, Steve?
All right.
Whatever, I guess.
Did you see the deadness in the fish's eyes?
I can see the multiple
It's
scales.
cold.
And this is actually the last one here. This is the great alligator. Obviously shot in some kind of park with a bunch of, African Americans, and they just said it's Africa.
This is actually a crazy film.
You've seen this one, Steve?
Yeah, I've seen this one.
And actually, alligator films are kind of appealing to me. I hate to say it. I love a good alligator film.
Because it feels like, it's like it could happen. You're out there.
Well, that's because I'm naturally afraid of fucking alligators.
Like they actually will eat you.
Alligators and crocodiles,
They
right?
will eat you.
Yeah, no shit. That's why I'm afraid of them. Like, it's not a
I
joke.
seen a TikTok the other day that named them a freaking, what was it? Danger log or something like that. I freaking laughed my ass off. I was like, I've never heard him as that,
When I
but
hear
I
that, I think of somebody taking a dump in a toilet. Danger log.
Danger log. Well, everyone considers freaking snakes a freaking danger noodle.
Well, have you seen Anaconda?
Seen the great God.
That's like
I
a
have seen it.
documentary.
White man as well.
Listen,
Then go.
come from Arizona, come to Kansas, and hold my snaky snakes.
No, I don't want to hold your. I don't want to hold your Kansas, your Alabama, Kansas black snake, right, Steve?
Alabama, Kansas, black snake.
If anyone doesn't know why I reference that all the time, that is from Full Metal Jacket, and that is when that fucking whore is all like, "Oh, he's all like, no love for son, brother," and he's like, "Listen, baby, right here is I got what they call an Alabama black snake," and she's like, "Okay."
I'm never gonna look at my snakes the same again because of you.
Well, you're gonna think of big black penis when you see
The snakes.
No, I'm gonna think of fucking Alabama.
Jeez. And then they did that on Metal Apocalypse. The guy's all trying to give the dude some drugs. And they're like, what is it called? He goes, oh, this shit is called Liquid Alabama Black Snake. Shoot your brains to the Milky Way sky high. And I was like, damn, I want some of that.
Whoa.
The alligator actually looks legit in this film.
Yeah, this is good.
Think it's pretty good.
I feel like they never need to show it either.
Well, another one, twat shot there. Although I never see an excuse not to use a real alligator and real actors in the same shot. You know what I mean? So if you know how I'm gonna do my movies, there you go. And that was it for that one.